Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Washington is here with your latest update on the tropics. Today we'll be talking about Tropical Depression 18E in the East Pacific here. As you can see here, it is rotating, starting to get more tropical characteristics, as you can see. We will be dealing possibly with the tropical storm later this evening. About 10 p.m. I think we may be dealing with their next tropical storm. And also Tropical Storm Wanda there in the North Atlantic. This will be another short tropical update, maybe about a 30 or so minutes long. It's not going to be a super long update. We want to keep these relatively short. We don't like to keep these super duper long, but we are dealing with that tropical disturbance also. And also potential of tropical disturbances there in the Mediterranean. So let's get on with this. It's going to be a 15-20 minute update because I want to do these quick, fast, easy, simple, out of the way. So, this is the current latest satellite. As you can see, lots of deep convection, lots of deep upwelling of convection that's making its way through. My last stream might actually be around 10 p.m. will probably be my last stream. So we still have one at 4 p.m. Depends, because that'll be the next update here. I mean, I have to do a advisory meeting with my advisor here. One at 7 p.m. and then again one at 10 p.m. Central Time. So that's what we're looking at and dealing with right here. Yeah, anyway, so we're talking about this storm. Lots of heavy rain, lots of flooding is very, very likely and possible with this tropical storm. In the Azores, tropical storm Wanda, dealing with a lot of heavy rain. And the last storm on our current list, so let's take a look at that. Let me show you what we're dealing with here. So, this is, that's not Wanda. Wanda's way up here. Way up here. So, here's Wanda, if I can ever get to it. It's pretty far north. Not this one, right? Yeah, it's Wanda right there. It's also gonna continue moving north, and then it's going to, as you can see, it's right here. It's gonna move. It's gonna kind of move north like this, and it's gonna move back south, and then it's gonna kind of go out. Well, let me make this a little bit more. It's gonna go up, and then it's going down, and then it's gonna go out. So again, the Azores still possibly could be affected. Certainly affected by this tropical. Azores could certainly be affected by this tropical storm force winds are possible. So I'm closely be monitoring this storm through the rest of the day into the evening hours because, again, just another storm that we'll be watching in the development of another storm. So, again, not a whole lot, truthfully not a whole lot that we'll be talking about today. Really won't be talking about the Mediterranean Sea systems because they don't actually really exist yet. But yeah, that's what we're looking at right here. As you can see, we're going to actually pull up our forecast track that the Hurricane Watch team put together. So this is our forecast cone for tropical storm Wanda over the next 72 hours. Again, this isn't unofficial. This isn't ours, or this isn't an official forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. But this is unofficial, so please follow your local weather agency for the most up-to-date and accurate information. We're not meteorologists. We are just studying the weather here. But this is what we think is going to happen. So we do think it's going to kind of move up, move back south, and then it's going to move this direction. So it will not be too far away from the Azores. The Azores could still see tropical storm conditions. The possibility of tropical storm conditions are increasing. So there is that possibility of tropical storm conditions that could most certainly happen. So that's what we're looking at here. Again, feel free to follow us on Twitter at @watch_hurricane. So feel free to do that. We'll be doing. We're going to try to do more updates on Twitter. Also, feel free to email me at Hurricane Watching if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, and want to just talk one-on-one with me, not on me, with me, and I'll definitely talk with you and talk stuff. So that's what we're looking at right here with this tropical system here approaching the Azores, as you can clearly see that right there. And again, that's the latest where it's at right now. Flooding is certainly possible. I do want to go to the National Hurricane Center. So again, it did weaken a little bit, about 45 mile per hour sustained winds. So it's going to come through here, it's going to come down, and then it's going to come over here. And again, it is possible that Ireland is also in the cone of uncertainty. So maybe tropical storm watches or warnings could be issued for Ireland. But by that time, it'll be stretched down, and it won't look very, very good at that point anymore. But again, the possibility of this becoming a tropical storm, not becoming, but bringing tropical storm conditions to the Azores, and also Ireland is also possible. So this could be relatively a bad system for Ireland and Northern Ireland and possibly England and Scotland. So the British Isles could be dealing with another not another, but a tropical system approaching that area. So watch out, be careful if you live in the Ireland region. So again, by so this is, I mean, it's still, here it is on Thursday, here's Saturday, here's Sunday, here's Monday, and then here's Tuesday. So it's got quite a ways to go, ladies and gentlemen, before it actually gets there. So probably by the middle of next week, it'll be approaching Ireland, the country of Ireland. So it's got quite a ways until it actually even gets close. So it's got quite a distance to go. Any comments, questions, or concerns? So that's what we're dealing with that system. I'm a little bit worried. I do want to take a look at the models for it because, again, it could be moving in that general direction of where it could be affecting. So these are the forecast tracks. As you can see, some of them, the blue one, we do have, it's not expected to go directly over the Azores, but could get very, very close to the western islands of the Azores. So it is going to move north a little bit more, and then it's going to come back down south. About probably 37 degrees north, and then it's going to make its way farther north, reach 40 degrees north, 45 north, 50 north, 55 north, and eventually 60 north. So this is going to go relatively far north. So again, the possibility it could strengthen a little bit more, may reach up to 60 mile per hour sustained winds. Some of them saying 70. That's not going to happen. But I do think that it could strengthen maybe a little bit more. Well, some of them are showing it's going to strengthen. Some of them are showing it's going to weaken. We're just going to closely monitor the development of this tropical system. So currently it's here. It's going to go north, then back down south, then make its way out towards Ireland. So let's take a look at forecast models and see what we're looking at with this tropical cyclone. So let's go to let's see. I'd probably have to go to Europe. There's a possibility, because I'm kind of worried about where is this going to go. So as you can see, there's high pressure. Then that storm comes, I think. Yeah, there's the remnants of it. That's the remnants of it. It's a very sheer tropical cyclone because it gets absorbed in that jet stream. And it will bring rain to Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and I almost said Greenland, and England. Then making its way over Russia, like right here. I think that's the remnants of it. So it's that's what they think it's gonna do. Let's go to regions and just take a look at the north. Is there such thing as the north east Atlantic? Is that a possibility? Probably. I don't know. I mean, it is a thing, but it's not showing up on here. So let's just go take a look at the North Atlantic. So as you can see, it came down south, came back north, and then it's just going to get absorbed in that front and do something along the lines of that. So that's what we're looking at with that system. So again, it came down south, actually came down pretty far south. As far south as like practically North Carolina almost. No, Virginia. I don't freaking know. Then it's going to move back north and do something like that. No other tropical systems in the North Atlantic are expected at this time. So we're going to move on to the East Pacific, because the East Pacific is starting to get active once again. So as you can clearly see here, if we move into time, you can in fact see that storm does develop into something. But again, they're all moving away from the coast of Mexico. So again, the threats of it, shouldn't be big at all. As you can see, it's moving away from the coast of Mexico, so it won't be a threat to land directly. But in fact, it will be an interesting storm just to track generally. And as you can see, there are no other storms developing really after it. So maybe one of the last few storms that we see there in the East Pacific. Central Pacific, nothing. The West Pac, let's take a look into what we're dealing here in the West Pacific for any tropical cyclone development. Again, really nothing here in the future. Anything super... Nothing really crazy. I mean, that's a system that does try to develop there off the coast of Vietnam, but it just doesn't look like it does too well. So, it doesn't seem to be a lot more tropical cyclone activity is expected for that portion of for the West Pacific at all. So, but still, we need to watch it very closely. There's that disturbance there in the Indian Ocean there, as you can see. But then a much stronger storm we gotta watch here. Could bring flooding rains to portions of India. Something I'm worried about. And then another one approaches India. So, India, we might have to be closely monitoring the development of any kind of tropical cyclones headed your way here. Because certainly that possibility is certainly there. Now let's just take a look at the entire region of the Indian Ocean, because just monitor this here. Again, really no kind of tropical activity developing in the South Indian Ocean, but probably really nothing even in the Australian region either. So as you can see, again, really no trouble. I mean, there's something up here. I don't see that developing into anything right now. We still gotta wait for the oceans in the southern hemisphere to warm up. One last area I want to take a look at is, in fact, the Mediterranean Sea. Just do a quick update, just see what's going on down there. In fact, in the Mediterranean Sea. Comments, questions, or concerns. I have like 5 new emails. They are expecting a tropical disturbance to, in fact, develop there. Still in the Mediterranean Sea. We're going to closely monitor the possibility of that, because that could certainly be something we need to closely monitor for sure. Again, I like to keep these streams short and sweet and quick. I don't want to keep these lasting for forever. Yeah, we're gonna end that off here. We're gonna keep. I like to keep these short and sweet. That's me for today, guys. I want a full rest of your afternoon. I'll talk to you guys later this afternoon, probably closer to 5 p.m. I might just do another stream here in 6 hours at 7 p.m. I might not do one at 4 p.m. Might not be finished with that stream at that point. So that's it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I'll talk to you guys at 7 p.m. Central Time. Peace out.